Okay, so what do we have here? What we have is a red, a green, and a blue torch, all brought together to create white in the centre, kind of, if I can get them lined up properly. Kind of white, yeah, okay, white, yeah. Now if I take the blue out, we get yellow. Red and green together make yellow. If I take the red out, we get cyan. Blue and green together create cyan. All together they make white. Now if I take the green out, blue and red make magenta. So these colours are mixing together to create three new colours. We're creating magenta, cyan, and yellow. Okay, pretty straightforward so far, yeah? And all together they make white. So those colours, cyan, magenta and yellow, okay, they are there, they're being mixed in this combination of colours here. Now look what happens when I, let's take two of those away and let's add a blockage, okay, something in the way. Now what we've got is red light everywhere, yeah, except in this area here, because the red light can't reach that area. We've got a blank, basically. We've got a blank area. Okay. Now if I bring in the green light, what's going to happen? It's going to go yellow. Yeah, for a start, there it goes, yellow. Now the green light is going to fill this area that the red can't reach, but it's going to turn all the rest of the area that it can reach yellow. What it's also going to do is cast its own shadow here that is currently red. It can't actually get any green light in there. Okay, so now we've got green and red. Okay. Now if we bring the blue light in at this point, what's going to happen is, for a start, the yellow is now going to go white. Okay, let's just check that's full strength. Here it is, white. And as the blue overlaps the green, it's going to go cyan, which it is, and the red's going to go magenta, and now we're going to get another shadow here that's currently yellow. Okay, the only area the blue light can't get to is here, so it's going to leave that as yellow. There you go. And we bring them all together, we've now got cyan, magenta and yellow shadows, because these areas are being mixed by the colours that by one of the red, green or blue can't get to one of these areas, and so what's left is cyan, magenta or yellow. Not really subtractive colour mixing, it's just I'm just happen to be blocking them sort of selectively. I'm blocking the light, selective light blocking, let's call it that, selective light blocking, SLB. Okay, so now what's pretty cool is if I move this forward, what will happen is the cyan will now overlap the magenta will overlap the yellow, and you'll see what happens. Okay, now what we've got is blue has reappeared here, and red has reappeared there. Okay. Bring it back out, we've got cyan, magenta and yellow, move it in, they start to overlap. Now if you bring it all the way in and they overlap completely, all three colours are going to overlap and they're going to create black. Now you might be thinking at this point, oh hang on a minute, that's just all light is being blocked out there. Okay, that's why you got black. It's not mixing colour, you're just blocking colour out. That isn't actually true. Watch this. So let's bring this forward again. Separate the colours. Let's bring in another light source. Okay, so this time we have cyan, magenta and yellow, three new bars. Now we'll overlap the cyan and the yellow and we're going to get green. Yeah. Now if you take the cyan and you take it all the way over to the magenta, it's going to go blue, and the magenta next to the green at the moment is going to go red. So now we've got blue and red. Okay. So there's your blue and red. and there's the green. Okay. Now watch what happens when we move this forward, overlap them to give us blue and red, and then bring in cyan. Okay, here's cyan. What we're going to do is overlap the cyan on the what is now red, which is being created by magenta and yellow. Now watch what happens. It goes black. Now you might think, well, this is just a complete absence of light. This is not a complete absence of light. This is all three cyan and magenta lights being added together, adding coloured light together to create black. Now, in the same way that red, green and blue will create white, cyan and magenta and yellow will create black. Let's just show you that again. Let's push the blue in just to prove this. Look, you overlap the yellow with the cyan, you get green. Now if you overlap the red and, well, the yellow and magenta red combination, the secondary, if you overlap that with the cyan, you'll get black. Now the cyan, if it then overlaps the magenta, will make blue. So you have black in the middle of blue and green. And if you tip the pencil on its side and you overlap all three of these together, you'll see it will go black. Yep. So cyan, magenta and yellow create black in the same way that red, green and blue create white. Pretty weird, eh?